to come see our play, Buns, Blood, and Backstabbing. Since late March, we've collectively created, written, built, and rehearsed this project. We faced challenges such as cohesively writing a script in separate groups, translating modern English into Shakespearean, and managing different tasks within our crews. As a result, we've learned to work together and rely on one another. Buns, Blood, and Backstabbing is a comedic murder mystery set in the quiet town of Small. The peaceful lifestyle of Small is disrupted when Anna, a young woman of high status, is killed. Now it is up to Detective Series and his apprentice Newman to find the murderer. Was it the baker, the blacksmith, or the best friend? At this time, I would like to remind the audience that this is a class project, so please be respectful. Our goal is to create an engaging viewing experience. Once again, thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoy the show.
A peaceful town wakes, and down goes the moon to find a lovely citizen deceased. Young Anna fell to one of Small's own. Small must figure out who has done the deed. They call upon the detectives to find the murderer among the other friends. Questioning the town, the clues don't align. Jobless beef, this comes to an end. Until Sirius shares a critical clue, doth Newman realize the true remedy. They go see if this is really true. At last, they reveal the identity. The murderer will be voted upon, and they will be locked in an asylum.
Let us proceed to the town square, for the baker is near. In that town is small, conflict may seem weird. A meager scroll from the market, will meal I shall bring.
Mother, a favorable idea, methinks, come there, Rita.
Hark, girls, gaze upon a former good lad. Plagued by the whiskey, now he hath gone mad. Malignant parasite, begging for more. Now he wishes for riches he had once before. I wouldst not imagine thou wishest to be the same. This is why so that thou maintain the name.
Aye, mother, he knows. Tomorrow, baker, us would really will some buns and butter. Thou knowest the usual honor.
Thy picnic shall be verily ideal. My daughter, her best cousin, Mia, shall appear.
Perchance, I'll see what can be done. But in packs of two, the buns only come. Art ye up to noble standards?
Thy buns are utterly plump and scrumptious.
In this fair square, thy buns are the greatest.
An honor to serve thee. Thou keep me from gloom. When beer small, Miss Jezebel, thou keep my business in bloom.
Why, baker, a butter knife is still required. Dost thou have one that we might acquire?
I doth not. Within my kitchen, all utensils are put to use. But methinkest the blacksmith has them on the loose.
Nay, boys, in Gramercy very much.
Doth not bethink that I forgot thy cookie. Lady, sweet as thee, deserve thy goodie.
Thou art the most favorable baker.
Now we proceed on my way. Do you have everything grand for your day?
I love Gramercy very much, and I do.
Black with heart, we wish for a knife which better butter, fair and trick to give you to cut it. Could thou help us perchance, a graceful also with thy grants?
Aye, but of course, 'tis my pleasure. Thou art my customers that I greatly treasure. Tidings is that thou, Anna, are preparing to wed.
Highness, Friday already is. In a meager week, I shall become his.
Oft does, which knives make your interest pique, for I have many more in store that you may see.
Halt there, thou must find Gramercy.
Adieu, ladies, I wish thee a merry picnic.
Moral, madame, another madame. Here is my bottle, grant me some cash. Nay, has to be much, only a dash. I pray you shall help me get out of the trash. I say I shall spend it on good old booze.
Yeah, let us depart on our way. This heavy land plagues me with dismay. Oh, Mia, how do you pray to speak with thee?
What bothers thee, wedding plans cannot agree?
I shall not wed, I'd rather be dead. Thou knowst what is in my head. I shan't live my life attached to a lad, giving up thy freedoms that I once had. Tied up in strings, acting as a puppet, to my trouble I most plummet.
I doth understand the reason of thy mind, but it doth not seem thy mother will be inclined. But it doth be wed to a man, but it shan't rush thee to the streets shaking a can. For someone noble as thee shall not think of that. Perhaps they'll be mother in spite of her wrath. By showing thy will, your mother may listen, and thy shaky bond will soon be released.
Too late because, for thy tidings even spoke, between thy mother began to wilt, I am filled with guilt. Our relationship hath fouled and cannot be rebuilt. That devil, money and power her only wishes. Why must her wills be only upon riches? Nay, say her daughter whom she only diminish.
I pray thy family shall make amends before thy bond is better end. Reach a comfort
do, Mia?
I do it very well.
Boy,
Detective Serious.
allow me to come to your assistance. A knife on the loose could sully your existence. You aren't the...
Detective Serious. My remorse is out. I ought to be on my way now.
Dining alone tonight? For two ladies, an awfully small bite. Thy stomach would be snarling like the wolves at night.
Thou know my Anna, always with thy cause.
A fair evening wish to you, madame. Adieu.
Good night, Blacksmith.
Good night, Baker.
By this morrow's batch of bread I must begin. Saw, what in the name of St. Francis? All heart, come hither. A dispatch we have, for Jezebel shall be heartbroken, for it is her calf.
Wherefore with all this noise?
Perchance, beggar, we should go fetch the detectives.
Oh, thither that delightful, daintily darling that speaks with all her clothes on the noon of yesterday, yet thee didst not stop to say hey.
Soft, beggar, thee spotted Anna last evening?
Ah, that maiden hath passed, aye. But those rabbit suckers pestered me with their cry, and didst not stop to spare a coin to a sir like I.
Woe, only in a town like this.
Poor Anna! That was my most loyal customer!
Whoa, my sun and moon, my baby! How could such a vile dispatch happen to such a fair lady?
Oh, Anna, please, that thee must not fall under. Please awaken from your silent slumber. Please.
Mia, honey, she has fallen asleep for good. We doth done all we could. Why would this ever happen? Woe is me.
This is quite a fuss. Where are the detectives? For bloody sake, there's a dead body amidst us. This is almost as vile as bread that grows mold. Answers we need, and a soul art bold.
My lovely townspeople, have no fear. 'Tis I, Detective Serious. I am here. And my apprentice, Newman. Justice shall be returned to town. Hark, there is no need to frown.
We shall find clues and...
Justice shall come back anew, as it has in all 2 cases I have previously solved. This shall be construed.
Touch the body thou must not. Stop with your prunes. 'Tis evidence. It appears there are stab wounds.
Grant me several minutes, Newman. I must finish consuming my breakfast buns.
Ah, yes. Finally, someone who appreciates buns of my quality.
Aye, baker, the taste of thy buns is the best. Truly, with your buns this town has been blessed.
Art thou really speaking of those buns? Anna's dead. Speak of Job shall no one.
Hark, serious. An investigation we shall be. Hark, serious. An investigation we shall begin.
Behold, methinks Anna bears stab wounds.
Doth this really be our detective?
Oh, Anna, why? Soft, if thou sinner thou detectives cannot find, I shall, as thee deserves justice, as thee was always kind. As when thee took me and my father's shop is gone, standing with eyes sweet as the sunrise at dawn. Oh, Anna, how I miss thee, my standing mind is somber and heavy. I can feel the light in mine own heart, for we shall never be truly apart. I doth anything to try to be as good a friend to all as thee. Oh, Anna, where have you gone? My own soul remains broken as thee remains yon. I shall never be the same, nor shall this town. I shall never be whole, always I shall wear a frown. I shall never be content without knowing who the culprit is. I shall continue growing. Oh, Anna, why?
Soft, everyone, I ask this horrid dispatch under control. Interrogations shall be started anon to save this town's soul.
All of thou art suspects, even her best pal.
all in for questioning we shall.
Interrupt me not, apprentice. Hither, we shall do justice.
We shall begin to interrogate. Hark, serious. The baker's first question.
Was all? So what did you say? Yummy bread I was thinking of. My mind did stray.
I say, we shall call him thy baker. Baker, come hither.
Dost thou have to be slow? I've ought to get back to making some dough.
Aye, of course. We have a few simple questions for thee to answer. Please come rest thy buns on this wooden platform.
Where were they on the eve of the dispatchment? Discourse truthfully, and it shall be shorter.
Deep in slumber was I resting, wistfully dreaming and forgetting. 3 a.m. every morn I arise, to make my dough a magnificent prize. So catching but a wink is essential for me. Thy buns don't look this good on their own, you see.
But can you produce evidence of these buns thou wert preparing?
Of course not, you heavy-headed pantaloon. Hast thou seen other bakers in town soon? People must eat, 'tis not known. Thee can just peep thy head around and see my buns on display.
My buns on display.
Soft. Baker, describe thy relationship with Anna, your deathbed is back.
Thy lady was my own favorite customer. Every day I would have a cookie meant for her. In the busiest days, all through the while, Anna would come and grant me a smile. I would never kill Anna, upon my word. She was the sweet chirping of a songbird. But yon beggar looks mighty strange. Sleeping in town has turned him mentally deranged.
Baker. Baker, fare thee well. Thou may take thanks.
Halt!
What?
I've got a raven for some buns. Doth thou have any?
Soft. Serious. Baker, thou may take thanks.
Beggar, come hither.
What doth thou want with I? How couldst I slay Anna? I can barely support myself. My bombard is my only wealth.
But thou hast to be the killer. It only makes sense. Thou art a filthy beggar, and all beggars are lowlifes.
Be now serious. We have inquiry for that gent.
It wasn't me, sir, I gauge. Ask the blacksmith I wage. He maketh knives or something. He's the formidable man, and stabbing Anna, 'tis his plan.
I know, beggar.
Soft. Beggar, where doth thee the eve of the dispatchment? For thy good Lord above, bringing the accused of.
Blacksmith, please come hither. Questions can we have a little? Answer, and we shall lead to thou whittle. Thou hast understood, eh?
Valorous day detectives, how art thy families doing?
That is beside the point. Blacksmith, where were thee the eve of the dispatchment?
Let us take it a gram slower. Long has it been foreseen, the blacksmith. So, if thou wouldst be a bit more patient, I would like to catch up with the stonemason.
Nay, 'tis important business. Thou must begin.
At last, a man of sense. Blacksmith, I ask thee again, a low
dispatchment, in all directions I ran, rustling through my adoring fans. I resolved time with family of mine, for grateful rest I did find.
Enough. Where were thee the eve of the dispatchment? Not in the sun's rain, nor the waning of light. Where were thee on said night?
Oh, thou meant the night my wife gave to a meal of sight. We gorged on baker's buns and steak. 'Twas as of what heaven bake. My eldest daughter had steak cooked medium rare, but my youngest fair.
Enough. Listen now. Don't balk. What doth thee know of the girl's dispatchment?
With certainty I sold her knife for butter. 'Twas last light I saw her utter. For later thither on the ground, covered in the red of sin, far was her bright grin. Though one might suppose it strange for Mia to help, since she pocketed Anna's knife under her belt. Mia would have nay use for the knife, perchance to end thy strife.
Suspicious indeed. Now may go to blacksmith. Thanks be to you for that time. What time he wastes. He is of my kin. Don't perceive anything wrong, but his tidings are useless and wrong.
Forget thy doubt. We have one suspect more. Mia, come hither.
I know not to dispatch my best friend, nay, thou art monsters to have thought.
No, Mia, 'tis not our intention. Pray tell serious.
That is quite right, my good friend. We want thy pain to end.
I suppose.
Good. Now, Mia, where wert thou?
'Twas not me, I would never, as we grew to run, play, and talk forever. Our time has been never apart, and now she's gone, because of thy baby's rock and heart. I doubt not that it could first verse in the square. Oh, that grumpy note of crimson bear.
What doth we do?
I know not, but call her from this room. Her tears make me desire it too.
Mia, hide out. 'Twas quite a memorable day.
Aye, sir, but what more is known? Who's the killer? The baker, the beggar, the blacksmith, the best friend? All testimonies have been shown, yet we've accomplished not a thing.
Oh, worry not, dear Newman. Things always work out for me. This case is a lock, and I am the key.
Sure, boss.
All in good time.
All this trouble doth lay my precious time to waste. We all know that thee hath dispatched Anna.
How dare thee speak of me like that? I was asleep when death snatched that little brat. I was dreaming of yummy, yummy bread. The truth I shall share, thou shan't dread. 'Twas definitely the dirty blacksmith. Just look how macho he is. His strength is no myth. He could have easily held her down. He's the one murderer in this small town which we reside in, where Anna was murdered by getting stabbed.
Why wouldst thy heir desire to slay a lamb? Anna was a loyal customer. I've never met a lass quite like her. Why wouldst thou hurt such a lovely madame?
My inquiry exactly, blacksmith.
Why must they quarrel so often? Anna would never wish this upon us. They act like ferocious dogs.
Why dost thou shut thy yapping, gaping trap? Our ears cry out in pain, but thou must not fret. Blacksmith doth not stand a chance. Detective what's its name shall lock up that chap.
I'd ne'er, thou drunkard, it was likely thee. Thou forgot detective's name. Seriously? She was an honest customer. She bought my knives.
Oh, thou what hast knowledge of sinful knives. Thee owns large amounts of knives, art I correct? What a perfect mask for taking lives.
Look at thyself, Mr. Baker boy. Thou ownst knives too. Perchance thee could be guilty in the ploy?
I was ne'er kill Anna. Pleasant she was. She always walked direct from my shop, far from death's jaws. She was as gentle as a baby sheep. Her dreadful scream awoke me from my sleep.
That may be true, but thou doth not realize. Jezebel and Anna fought until their demise. Thou hast not seen these two in angry quarrel. They fought like cats and dogs, so immoral. The topic of marriage was in question. They fought each other with words of aggression.
Shut thy mouth, thou beggar heathen. Thou art a brute beggar without reason. Thou must have imagined these things in somberness. Cannot thou see Jezebel is crestfallen? Why must thou say such demeaning things? Thy mouth runs like a river over a cliff.
Oh, please cease this. Anna was never wanted ill.
Oh, how dost thou know what her heartache? It is clear thou dost not really care for her, and it is obvious thou art the murderer. Thou was the last one seen with Anna, and thee can hide behind mask of tears until thy is content. But logic has last words, thou venomous snake.
Is the prosecutor now the judge, Baker? Have some heart. She was Anna's kindred friend.
What dost thou know about heart, blacksmith? Thou keepst to thyself in thy warm workshop. I've been hither a long time now, and ne'er have I seen an ounce of heart from thou.
I am the only reason thou art still alive. Thou always sleep outside my fiery forge. And who is thy protector of the night? From bandits and wild animals? Always too drunk to remember thou art. I am the only one that shows thou art.
Like I have said before, perfect cover. At a glance, he may appear a kind-hearted blacksmith, but at heart, a cold killer.
Hath I mentioned, there is no reason to harm. A great customer at both our shops she was. For buns, or for tools, or for fresh hot buns off the top.
Thy buttery buns doth impress my soul, as fine as Jezebel on an evening stroll. Thinking twice, I do recall the notion that Jezebel's buns are quite the commotion.
But I don't bathe.
What atrocity comes out of thy face, peasant? How inconsiderate of thee! Dost thou have an ounce of dignity? Thou art a disgrace to the human race.
Oh, thou putrid beggar, thou mortal washed up, drowning in ale. Thou art a rather good-for-nothing, useless pig. Thou art rather good at one thing, though, making waste of my incredible dough.
Spoken truth, that peasant shall be locked up. They whine but just like a young pup. What is thy purpose? What have thee to say?
Forget not that Mia was the last one seen, before her death with Anna accompanied. Thou saw me there and let me be. And thou, Baker, thou callest the blacksmith a cold-hearted slayer. But look upon thyself and say a prayer. Seize the log lodged in thine own eyes. At dawn, making the amazing buns was thou. Thou couldst slay it with ease, the last torment, while all of Smalltown was asleep and dormant. And finally, thou, blacksmith, thou hast the weapons and the knowledge to slay, or murder thy foe and make them go, meet their death and ne'er be seen again.
Thou hast gone too far this time, thou obscene panhandler.
That beggar may have the correct scheme, for he is the only one in this town that has the knowledge and skill to commit the crime.
But thou art the one with the gross will and would so to actually kill.
But it was
Thou!
It was
Thou art the murderer! Thou art the murderer!
This does not seemeth to be leading anywhere, if I am bold. We hast inquired all mine, and thine own suspects can you not see. And observe each piece of evidence that we hold, and yet we have voyaged nowhere. What was me?
Questioning is yet to conclude. Jezebel is not yet been.
And wherefore should we? Behold that mistress. She is so somber since her daughter she is lost. To disturb that lady would be cruel and vicious. The real criminal will pay a terrible cost. For now, let us not cause Jezebel more sorrow. Let us rest the case till tomorrow.
Perchance she's a suspect.
Good God, thou art the devil. Dispatch her firstborn. What a valorous assumption.
Hark, serious. Stretches no more this weekend trail. Jezebel has brought not evidence for us. We're not privy to the lady's tale. If paths could be cleared, with her we should discuss.
By thy hubris, women.
Jezebel, come hither.
Tomorrow, Jezebel.
Was the rogue citizen about to apprehend? And I seized the assassin with dispatch by a wench full of love. I pray for this heavy day to come to an end. Woe is me, with my deceased little dove.
My condolences, Lady Isabel. We have not taken captive the dispatcher. We have to start on who he thinks caused thy daughter to die. Sorry, I should not have told a lie.
Ah, I see.
Pursue, we have a few questions for thee. The first,
Moving forward. Continue with thy explanation.
Nay, aught different, not at all. For me, Mary, the marriage is full of rapture. She spoke to me of it from the sun's rise to the sun's fall. Oh, how I doth wish for the killer's capture.
Moving forward, I have another question for thee, Jezebel. What did you have for breakfast on that sorrowful morning?
serious, that's not relevant.
That morning I feasted upon eggs and fresh Backstabbing buns.
How didst thou prepare thine eggs?
I prepared them 7 side up.
Sock,
Dost thou have any spare buns?
Sock, Jezebel, where were thou that you were dispatched?
Where you looking for supper with my daughter? My eyes were falling, so I left the bedchamber.
What did thee purchase?
A small cut of the cow, vegetables, and apples.
Soft. I recollect encountering you that somber night.
An encounter? Of what sorts? I cannot recall.
Perhaps it was just a hallucination. Wait, no. I did run into thee. As I was arriving home, I knocked thee over.
Oh, aye, that's right.
Serious, do you recall much that happened during this encounter?
Nay, I cannot seem to recall the exact events. I remember that you only carried food and water. An awfully small stake my memory represents. Not nearly enough for both thee and thy daughter. You also had a knife. Thy knife fell out of thy bag and missed me by an inch. That thing was heavily sharpened and had no rust.
Wait a moment, serious, did thou say there was a knife?
I did, but it was just a dull little cheese knife.
Some cheese knife. That thing flew towards me with bloodlust. Thy knife nearly severed my phalange. In fact, I demand an apology.
Serious, what type of knife was it?
I told not to you what type of knife it was. It was a cheese knife. My daughter's just died, now thy dizzy-eyed magpies are doubting you?
I was inquiring my partner.
It was medium-sized and very sharp. That thing was heavily sharpened. No rust.
Now I have no idea what they are talking about. Now lies.
The only person lying here is you. From what I recall, thou said that bought a small cut of the cow, some apples, and vegetables, but no cheese. Wherefore would thou need a cheese knife then?
Nay,
And thou could have thy own twisted reasons, recent events that could cause thy rage. That she rejected thy marriage proposal this season. She, your family, shameless like the plague. You treasured your name, wished it not to be shut, and thou found a way through sympathy to arrive in a flood. And not bring more pity than a death of a one thy loved, especially one of thy own flesh and blood.
halt! Halt! I was the one who committed the crime. I murdered my daughter.
How could thee, Jezebel?
Refused the arranged marriage she wrongfully did. She spoke of her traitorous friend. Said on disobeying oath forbid reputation of mine would come to an end. To disobey my direct decree and leave to town out of spite, instead of marriage to royalty, that disobedient parasite. My social class would be destroyed, everything I slaved and worked so hard for, to be like that beggar I longed to avoid. To be gone when I made it with such vigor. I knew what I had to achieve. I would stalk and kill that thing. For my status, I was not half to grieve. As that girl's neck I so longed to wring. The knife lied with me. I held it so tight. Only one meal for food, and it would have no use. Set on my plan, that girl would die that night. For myself, I fetched my fresh produce. I stalked her steadily as she left the house. Late that night, she stood alone in the shadow. I moved silently for neighbors on my grounds. Watched her I did like hundreds of the long way. As she turned away, my knife met her back. One sharp panic scream and she was dead. I ran back home following the dirt track. But had she obeyed, there would not be bloodshed. You may wish to have the story I lied, but this is all true. This is how she died.
Oh, the humanity!
The people may decide what my punishment is.
Lock Jezebel up, I say.
Send that lady a roaring to an asylum!
Hark! The majority shall decide. All who wish for Jezebel to be locked up, all who wish for her to be sent to the asylum.
The townspeople have spoken, or that will go away. It pains me, Jezebel, but I must obey. I'm truly sorry to do it to them.
Who would have thinkers that Jezebel would do such a thing? We always think Anna and Jezebel had the best relationship.
Oh, how it saddens me that the role model is the criminal.
Just as communicated, 'twas not me.
My sincerest apologies, beggar. Perchance thou art as bad as I thought.
Ah, how thou warms my heart. Come hither now, and I want to wrap all of thou in my embrace.
Thanks to the detective's prowess, this e'en to be one of celebration. Let us party for Jezebel's condemnation. All for Buns,
And buns for all!
Two friends went to eat, only one returned. Vain mother, child cut from body and name, problem stormed, fights swirled, shouts rain. Detectives emerge, solutions in fame. Interrogate, investigate, they seek, clue after clue that trail leads them onward, up until blundering Sirius speaks, doth the enter not begin to ponder. Interrogation confirms murder, seemingly hiding among the others. Upon review, captivity seems near for the rich, lovely, its sweet old mother. Poor Jezebel, oh so solemn, now she shall be locked in an asylum.